Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Donna E. Taylor Ministries for another edition of Prophetic Empowerment, where we educate, enlighten, and empower the people of God by answering questions about prophetic ministry. Today, we will address the question, what happens when we speak against God's prophet? When we speak against God's prophet, it's viewed biblically as an act against God Himself, which can lead to divine judgment and consequences because prophets are considered God's chosen messengers, acting as representatives of His divine authority. Now, let me give you two examples of what happened in the Bible when people spoke against God's prophet. In Numbers, the 12th chapter, the Bible tells us that Miriam and Aaron began to speak against their brother Moses. They started off by criticizing him for marrying an Ethiopian woman, which was the open door for them to attack his character. They began to challenge his leadership and his unique relationship with God when they asked the question, has the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Has he not spoken also by us? And the Bible says, and the Lord heard it. The main reason why Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses is because they were jealous of the superior authority that God had given to Moses. And they felt that they should have equal status with Moses, with Miriam being a prophetess and Aaron being a high priest. And we know that this made God angry. And as a result, God struck Miriam with leprosy because she was the main instigator. In 2 Kings, the second chapter, verse 23 through 24, the Bible tells us that some little children from Bethel were mocking the prophet Elisha. They were calling him bald head and was sarcastically telling him over and over to go up, which was clearly a mockery of the prophet Elijah's ascension to heaven. And they was telling Elisha to do the same. This mockery was totally disrespectful to Elisha and his authority as Elijah's successor. And as a result, Elisha cursed them in the name of the Lord, after which two she-bears emerged from the woods and mauled 42 of them. Now listen, God gave us a warning in the Bible to touch not mine anointed and do my prophet no harm. God said it, He meant it, and we need to do everything within our power to heed God's warning. Now, I pray that I have answered this question in a way that you now have a better understanding and a deeper knowledge of the subject. What happens when we speak against God's prophet? Now, if this video has empowered you or enlightened you in any way, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, God bless.